Hey guys, it's your favorite lover girl, and we are back with another video to heal, learn, love, grow, and maintain. And as y'all can tell, I am finally on a camera, and I'm so excited to be using it. But the only bad part about it is this is my last video of 2023. Wow, wow, wow. But I decided to try my camera because I've had it for a couple months and I just haven't used it. But anyway, today's video we are going to do, if you couldn't tell by the title, my 2023 reflection video. This is my third year doing this video, or fourth. I've been doing this video for a while now, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this video. Alright y'all, so hopefully this video comes out well, because again, this is my first time using this format, using this camera. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So 2023 in a nutshell was just a lot. But I want to talk about first my therapy. So a little while ago I started therapy, and I at first used BetterHelp. I personally did not particularly like BetterHelp. It didn't work out. My therapist, I would schedule sessions with her. She would miss sessions. She wouldn't respond. I would get no reply, nothing at all. So I had to keep messaging BetterHelp and saying, hey, my therapist is not even showing up to my sessions. I need a refund. So after 2-3 sessions with that happening, I was like, you know what? I'm canceling this subscription completely. This is not working out. It's just not worth it. And just being online, I feel like I wasn't getting the help I really needed. So that just was nixed. So then I waited a little while. My aunt actually put my mom, she basically gave information to my mom to get me to the therapist that I have now. And shout out to Miss Maureen, because I love her. I haven't had a session now in maybe about a month, but I am going twice back to back into December to see her for an individual session and my first family session with my mom. So I have made a lot of progress, I feel, where I'm starting to have a lot of self-realization and realize a lot of the situations that I was in my adulthood, I caused from not healing from my childhood. So I am just really grateful for her. I have done a lot of work. I've been journaling a lot, which is another thing. So with some of my sessions, I have done certain assignments with her, which have helped. And because of the assignments, I sat down and started really trying to figure out what I wanted for my life. And I didn't want to work these jobs where I didn't feel fulfilled. So if you didn't know, prior to the job I currently have now, I was job hopping a lot after I was laid off. Well, prior to me even being laid off, let me backtrack because my mind is moving faster than my mouth. So technically beginning of this year, I was working at Edge Fitness, and I was also working for Michael Kors. So I would get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to drive 40 minutes to get to the gym because I was the gym opener. I'll be there from 4 a.m. to 12 or a little bit shorter, 4 to 9, depending on if I had to work at Michael Kors. Then I would go get breakfast, go to Michael Kors, sleep for an hour, go into work, and then get off at 6, 7 o'clock, come home, sleep for 3-4 hours, get up and do the whole thing all over again. So it just became too much where I was really lost and losing myself, and I ended up getting sick. So I was having some throat issues. I was just in a really tough position at that point, and I ended up having to get surgery. Long story short, I ended up leaving both jobs. I left Michael Kors first just because there was just issues there that I'm not going to discuss, nor do I care to discuss. It's in the past, so I ended up leaving there. I stayed with Edge. They gave me some time off to go ahead and get my surgery. I stayed with Edge until I ended up finding a new job after my surgery. So during my surgery, I got my tonsils removed, which was really big for me. I don't think they removed my adenoids, so I could still get tonsillitis. I won't get tonsillitis, but I can still get strep and stuff like that. But I was always prone to getting tonsillitis, and I had gone months with dealing with this throat issue, and I ended up having abscess growing in my throat that I had to get removed. which then led to me getting my tonsils removed. So it was a whole thing. I ended up losing like 30 pounds, and I was super, super skinny. And then post my surgery, I had started a new job as a medical receptionist for a company. And I was there for almost a year, like about 10 months. And I ended up getting laid off because they, were going through financial issues. That's neither here nor there. I didn't hate the job, but I didn't feel fulfilled there because it's not what I really truly desired to do. But I love the experience that I got there. I was able to, gain some hands-on office experience to prove that, I'm very capable of being a receptionist, very capable of helping companies. So that was really big for me. And then once I was laid off, I was jobless for about a month. I ended up going on vacation to Miami because I already had the trip planned. Came back and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I picked up a job as a driving instructor, and then I was substitute teaching. And then from there, now I'm back to being a full-time aide. And I just love working with kids. I somehow always end up back in that position. So I'm very comfortable with where I am. But so now I'm back to being a teacher's aide. And back in September, well, technically in August, again, my mind's moving too fast. So in September, I legalized my event planning / PR consulting company called Vision One, but it's spelled Vision 111 because those are my angel numbers. So Vision One was officially legalized and is an official business as of September. But I launched my actual company in August. It's a water pump. So I launched my company in August, and I had a event slumber party with my closest girlfriends, and I have been hitting the ground running with that ever since. And I have since then done technically 4 events, but 3 officially. So I hosted the slumber party. I helped plan my grandmother's 80th. I planned my grandfather's 80th, and I also did a birthday party at a dance studio. Shout out to Naya for having me do that. So far, so good. 3 of the 4 events were pro bono because I was just starting, so it's really just getting, some content and my name out there. I have an event coming up in the new year. So I'm hosting a brunch called the Boss Up Brunch. This is going to be an event for women to network and connect with each other who own businesses, or even if they don't own businesses, just to have like-minded women in the same room. Getting to know each other, connecting with people that you don't typically work with or see or, never met before. So this is just a nice event to have, and I'm so excited to be hosting it. We're going to have brunch and mimosas and some games, also doing a giveaway. So that's coming in the new year, and that's going to be launching the start of events I'll be hosting in the new year. So that was a big milestone for me because I honestly kept my idea of opening my business under wraps until I was sure of doing that, because honestly, I didn't even talk to my therapist about it. I was talking to her about like doing music and YouTube and stuff like that. And going into the new year, I plan on taking my YouTube channel way more serious and putting a lot more energy into it. So that's definitely in the works. Excuse me again. That's definitely in the works. So stay tuned because I'm definitely doing a New Year's Day video drop. So y'all better check out that. Be sure to follow my business Instagram at Vision111 Events. Again, my company is pronounced Vision 1 though, but Vision111 Events. What else? I turned 24 this year. So for my 24th birthday, I had a whole event weekend where first we went to the bar. That's just been like a tradition with me and my best friend Bianca and Tiffany. And we go out to the bar for my birthday, and needless to say, that was the first time in a very, very long time I was drunk. and I don't recommend, because I love being the mom of the group. I'm always watching out for my friends, and I just prefer not to get, blackout drunk. Like, I'll get tipsy, I'll have a good time, but it was my birthday, so my friends wanted me, to have a good time, and they were all there watching out for me, and we Ubered and everything. Then the next day, we did a brunch and bowling, which was fun. Not everybody came to the bowling, but I still had a good time. And then the next day after that, we were supposed to do pole, but instead we had a Galentine's that my friend Bianca put together, and that was a cute little party to have. So that was like my whole birthday weekend, and I enjoyed every single moment of it. This year I also again was single, so year number 3 being single. So the question is, am I single now? Maybe we'll talk about it. But yeah, so I've been single for 3 years, and in this year, I really, really dedicated a lot of time to just learning myself and learning what I want from a partner. And I've said that in the past, but this year I truly, truly stuck to that. And I went on dates, like actual dates. I tried a dating app again. Again, shout out to Bianca, because she was the reason I even did the dating app, and she created the profile for me, which was cool, because she really does know me as me, the authentic Alana that y'all typically see on this channel. So she put that whole thing together, and I met some cool people on there, but it didn't turn into anything. But maybe I'll use it again, but right now I don't really need to. I'm in a good place. But yeah, so I tried some different things, went on some really fun, interesting dates, and yeah, so dating wise, that's that. I definitely say that it's important for people to take time for yourself. Like 3 years is a long time for me personally to have been single. But I feel like in this time I really have understood myself and fallen in love with who I am again, and reinvented like everything that I see for me moving forward. So I'm really grateful for this time that I have been single to learn myself. I'm going to be turning 25 in a couple of months, literally like 2 months, and with that we're going to start talking about social media. So now that I'm a business owner and I have learned to have confidence in myself more than just it being about my physical appearance, but being about the woman that I am and the woman that I'm going to continue to be and the woman I'm growing into, I took some time off for social media. So people would hit me and be like, oh, why aren't you posting? We miss seeing you on our feed, blah, blah, blah. Mainly guys, But I took some time off because I was like, how I was posting, I'm out of that phase. Like, I feel like girls go through a phase where they feel like, my body looks good, let me show it off. And now it's like, I'm over that phase. And I want to be like grown and sexy. Like, I want to be able to post without feeling like I have to post my physical features, mainly my butt, all the time. So I finally posted actually a couple days ago, and I feel like it was very tastefully taken. I took on myself, and that's like the avenue I'm going in, especially because I want to look more professional as a business owner. I want to look more professional to the connections that I may make, because I never know where my business is going to go, but I have so much faith in it. And I'm so grateful for the people that have been down supporting me, posting, reposting everything for me. So I really do appreciate those that have been riding for me, because sometimes I get on myself and feel like, it's never going to work out for me. Every time I do something, I feel like I'm not getting support. And I just have to have enough faith in myself, which I do now, that it's going to work out regardless of the support that I get from people that so-called themselves my friends or people that I grew up with. Because as somebody has said to me in the past, a lot of times you end up getting support from strangers compared to people that you've known or people that you're friends with. So I just have to keep pushing and keep doing what I'm doing. And as long as I'm, encouraging myself, I know that I'm going to get where I want to be. So that's just the main thing that I learned this year, is that I can't stop myself and my bag just because I'm like, I'm not getting support. And that's why my YouTube, I haven't been consistent with it, because I was like, oh, I'm not getting support. People don't care. And it's like, no, I got a phone call from a teacher I had in middle school. Well, she wasn't my teacher, but I got really close with her. And she just gave me so many words of encouragement, and I appreciate her so much. And her daughter, they watch my videos, and for her to be like, regardless, you have support here and you should just keep going. I was like, you know what, you're right. So this year, I'm definitely dedicating more time to my channel. And it's not just solely because of her, but she did play a big part into why I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. Because you never know what can come out of just being consistent. So we're going to be doing that. I hosted an event for this club, and that was the first time I was ever asked to do that, which was, I had such a good time. It was so fun. I've made some connections there. I made a lot more business connections this year than I expected to, but I just feel like, there is a plan for me. God definitely has set me up, and it's just about me taking the reins and taking control of my life. So, like I said, through therapy, through the friendships that I have, through the partnerships that I have made, and the connections that I have made networking, I just feel like 2024 is just going to be such a great year for me, and I'm so excited for it. 2023 was a year of development, a year of stopping and understanding. I had, cut off some more people this year. I have learned what I don't want, like I said, in a partner. I have learned about me. I have so much that has happened. I became a caretaker for my grandmother, which is another thing I wanted to talk about. And with that, I just learned to appreciate my family so much more. And that even though I feel like, people may not always reach out to me first, you just have to accept the relationship that you have with people. And if they're not going to talk to you, you can't force them to. You can't force somebody to do what you want them to do. It's kind of like you either have to meet them where they're at or cut them off. So I had to learn that balance, because I hold on to people a lot because I'm fearful of losing them. I'm like, oh, I've known them for so long. And it's just like, sometimes you just outgrow people, and that's okay. Like me and my best friend, sorry, Tiffany, to put you on blast a little bit, but me and Tiffany went a period of time without talking to each other. And that was the first time in like 10 years that I've known her, basically, that ever happened. And like, now we finally went out together, and like, people go through phases, so it's understandable. Like, if you're not feeling fulfilled in a friendship, if you're not feeling fulfilled in a relationship, if you're not feeling fulfilled in a relationship with your family, you have to choose how you want those people in your life. And if you choose to walk away from it, that is a decision. You better stand on business and keep it pushing. And if they come back around, they come back around. But some people are there for a season and a reason, and some people are there for a lifetime, and some people leave and come back. And sometimes they just have to take time for themselves. So I've been learning that a lot, because I feel like I'm such a person where it's like, treat people how you want to be treated. And if I treat you a certain way, you should be treating me that same way. But it doesn't always work like that. Like, people aren't built the way that you're built. So I've been learning that a lot, and learning that I don't always have to reach out to everybody first. And if they want to speak to me, they will talk to me. And there's nothing wrong with me sending them a text message every now and again, but I shouldn't always be the first person reaching out. And that's my main thing. So then, becoming a caregiver for my grandmother, I appreciate every single moment with her. I call her my sweet pea, because that is my little sweet pea. I love her. She's a character. Maybe some more videos will be coming with her in the new year. And then I'm still here with my grandfather and watching out for him. And I just appreciate that I have both my grandparents here at 80 years old. And I appreciate my mother for everything that she has done for me. And, regardless of whatever happens between our relationship, I just know that she is my number one supporter no matter what. And to my brothers, for being my protectors and showing me how, much of a princess I am, because I am. I love my brothers. I got to see my brother who moved recently this year, actually, to another state. So it's really just me and my grandfather now. And it's just been a lot of growth this year that I'm very grateful for. So thank you, 2023, for all that you have done, even if there was a lot of ups and downs. I had some very low moments this year, but through the rain comes the sun, and I'm appreciative of every single moment I had this year. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me so much. What else? Be sure to follow me on all my socials. Instagram, Alana.Nichelle. My business Instagram at Vision111 Events. TikTok at Alana.Nichelle_. Twitter at, well, X now, at Alana.Nichelle. And Snapchat at forbiddenxx. And I will see you guys in the new year. Wishing you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And much love and positive energy. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!